Hey guys, it's Aussie Reptiles here, and today I'm doing a blue tongue skink care guide sort of video. Um, so let's begin. So basically, I've got this unit for blue tongue skinks, and this also half. And then of course I've got certain ones which are in tanks, but we'll be covering the ones in this sort of setup. Now basically, so yeah, I built these enclosures. They're not amazing, but hey, they get the job done. At the moment, this is the only tank that unit that has a UV light. Just because I haven't got around to purchasing more, to be honest. This tank needs to be cleaned out, that's for sure. Now, there's not much going on in these tanks. This one here, he's got his basking rock, a cave hide, a fake plant just to make it look at least good, a food bowl, and a water dish. Now, the substrate is whatever this mulch is that I get from Bunnings. Sorry, it's got no chemicals in it, and it's completely just wood, not treated, so it's safe. And then I have newspaper down at the bottom, which was to stop because when I first put it in, it was wettish, and that was to stop the wood from getting wet and rotten. But it's all dry now, so once I clean this out, which I'll do after this video, most likely if I don't forget, I'll take the newspaper out and replace that. Actually, I don't know if I have a bag of it, but anyway, I will get around to cleaning that as soon as I do. Anyway, so this is Toothless, the hypermelanistic blue tongue, one of my hypermelanistics. So yeah, that's his tank setup. It does well. You got locks and then light switches up there which are connected, and yeah, and then just fly screen. Keeps in heat perfectly. The red light actually doesn't come out as much, so at night time if I got my lights on, it's not like a bright light through a glass tank. This actually kind of blocks it out a little bit, so that's good. We'll move down to the next one, unnamed. She's my hypermelanistic, which I plan on pairing with him if he's good to go for the season. But so her enclosure is a little bit more bland. She's got a tubing she likes to hide in, but then she's got this. This was just something I put together, nothing special. It's just like old wood, spare wood from making this. So I just piled up 3 of them on top of each other, and then got this board, which is the wall board, and just made a little mini hide, and then we've got the fake grass on top, just cause. So it's a basking spot, it's a hide, and yeah. So yeah, that's my het hyper. Again, nothing special with these, pretty basic setups. I'll just sit down on the ground. This one is my male Queensland locality. His tank's a little bit more decorative. So again, food bowl, water dish, 2 sides water, just make sure they've always got water. I top up their water every day. Fake plant, and he is in there. You can just see his head. And yeah, so this cat food is just this one at the moment, the Smittens. I think it's the Safeway home brand. No, maybe not. I don't know, but yeah. I do normally feed them the Supercoat, the Purina, that one, but I ran out of that, and this was just what we had in the cupboard from my old cat. I also put calcium powder mixed in with it normally. I haven't this time. And then I also feed them mealworms, banana, and like their salads. But I'm trying to get this as like their main diet, and then of course mealworms as a treat, and then salads also like every second day, every other day. But yeah, there's always a bowl of this for them to eat. And then down below that is my hypermelanistic baby and my silver Queensland from Mark. So I've got an animal from Joe Ball and an animal from Mark Prince in here. There is the hypermelanistic all killed up. And then I'm assuming there's the other one there. So again, they've got their basic, this thing that I made, which has failed. But yeah, it's a bit of a hide under there. They've got this polystyrene hide I made, which is just weighed down with a cocoa peat box, otherwise they just move it all the time. And again, 2 water bowls to make sure they've got lots of water. A bowl which I will top up right now. Sometimes I'll cut this down into smaller bits, but they actually manage to eat it perfectly well. They've got this, which is meant to be something they can climb through, and that, and they've also got a pot. And yeah, this rock's too way down the fake grass, otherwise they'd just move it. But yeah, basking spot. And kind of a hide. They generally just sleep in this together. But yeah, that's them. Again, nothing too special. I'm not making these enclosures like realistically. I'm not trying to make them like amazing. Just cost effective and suitable for the lizards, really. And then in this unit, these are set up a bit differently, these top one and the bottom one. If you guys are subscribers, you'll know because you've seen my reptile room tours. But here is one of my blue tongues, Echo. She shares a house with Rango, so this tank is more set up to suit a bit of both. You've got a hollow log which Echo goes in, a big water bowl for both of them. There's food dishes everywhere with cat food, so she can get it at each end of her hide. She comes out, sits here to bask, and Rango stays up here to bask. So, and then sometimes she'll sit up there with him, like they get along perfectly well. But this enclosure is set to suit both Rango's needs to get up high and her needs to get away and hide. So that's that. Down below, this tank, one sec, we'll turn that on and we'll hook it up. These tanks, along with the other units, have this hook that allows us to let it stay up without falling down. Anyway, this tank houses my het albino, Pos het albino, and my het for reduced pattern, who's hiding back there. So again, they've got their heat bulb, a UV light, a fake plant, and another tunnel which they like to hide in. With the fake plant being over it, it makes it look like it goes to all the way out there. Anyway, food dish. This is meant to be both full of cat food, but sometimes I'll chuck the mealworms in this one by themselves. That way, it's not mixed in with the cat food. And again, two things of water just to make sure they've got water. But yeah, this is a male and female pairing. I don't plan on breeding these two together, but they are living together. If it accidentally happens, it accidentally happens. But after brumation, I'll get them out because I plan on breeding this one with my yellow. But if I don't get to it in time and it accidentally just happens, that's what happens. So this tank here, ignore the camera stuff, I've got my lights and everything. Anyway, this is another bearded dragon blue tongue setup. So you've got your floor ground, your hide, your cat food dish. They both eat it. Bearded dragon, viper, and the blue tongue both eat the cat food. A big water dish for both of them. This is a spot where, so this is a heat light, a UVA light, and a heat light. So that blue tongue comes out and just basks here, it gets warm. But then if it really wants, it can come sit on this spot here, which gives it the red heat light. So it can get really warm if it wants to. And then yeah, this spot is a bit too narrow for the blue tongue. Perfect for the bearded dragon. So yeah, this is their setup. Again, made to suit both of them. Now I won't cover the blue tongues in the tanks, their setup's basically the same. You've got your water bowl, their cat food dish, and a spot to hide. These ones don't really have a hide to go in necessarily. They've got pillowcases which they will climb in, sit under, and all that, and then that end's full of hay, so they get in that. But yeah, that is it for a care guide, sort of. It's more of a tour of my blue tongues. But basically, they're 50 watt heat lights. This one's 100 watt, and I believe, oh, you just knew one. All these are 50 watts, I believe, except that one's a 60 watt. It's plenty of warmth for them to get under. It heats up the whole enclosures. Oh, I thought you were going to eat the cat food. But yeah, it's perfect for them, and it's, yeah, I quite like the setup of them all, and yeah, it goes well. So again, 60-watt heat lights, the UV lights. UV, they say, isn't necessarily necessary for Blue Tongues, but I've got a socket in there and I would like them to grow up healthy, so why not just give it to them. I will get around to giving these guys that, don't stress, I just haven't got them yet. But yeah, that's basically it. Food, like I said, bananas, all different salads, and fresh water daily. That's a bit dirty, but I just topped it up. Cat food always as a 24-hour, 24/7, just in the bowl, and then I'll mix in. Sometimes I feed them chicken hearts, turkey mince, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Sorry it's a longer one, but yeah, that's it for the Blue Tongue videos. This was suggested by someone, sorry. But yeah, hopefully this covered sort of what you wanted. If you want a more in-depth video on care, just let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.